topic 10. When we got to topic 5, I said, pat yourself on the back. This time you gotta jump up and down. You made it to topic 10. You're still in the class. You're doing awesome. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 5 more, we're done. Can you believe it? Good job. Keep going. Topic 10. You made it. You're still here. Unbelievable. Good job. Yay. All right, topic 10. Topic 10. Topic 10. I want to start with number 3. Topic 10, number 3. There it is. Let's see what we can do with it, all right? Okay, again, we always want to get the variable all by itself. X is equal to blah, 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 blah. M is equal to blah, 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 blah. In this case, our letter is not X or M, it's N, but same deal. We want to solve for N. And what we have to do is we have to get rid of minus 6. And the opposite of minus is plus. And look what I'm going to do here. I'm going to plus 6 to this side. And again, to be fair, I'm going to come over to the right side of the equation and plus 6 over there. It's that simple. Don't make it any harder than that. We say these cancel each other out. You owe me $6. You pay me $6. We're even. N is less than or equal to, go on your calculator and go 14, hit that negative button, plus 6, negative 8. All right, time to graph. No big deal. No big deal. We know how to graph this thing. No big deal. Not even a big deal. My letters on the correct side, I'm going to erase this. My letters on the correct side, it's on the left, right where I want it. Cool. Go find negative 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Negative 8. By the way, over here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Over here would be positive 8. Don't go to positive 8. Negative 8. Open dot there. Yeah. Look at my arrow. Look which way it's going. It's pointing to the left. That means the arrow in my answer is also going to point to the left. Look at that. Left. Now, it says less than or equal to, Mr. Fighter. Don't I need to shade in the dot? Yes. If it just said less than, you leave it open. But less than or equal to, and we shade in that dot. Done. It's that simple. Don't make it any harder than that. Right? Let's do another one. Let's do this one. This is number 9. Okay, number 9. First thing I want to tell you is negative 3x is negative 3 times x. And if it helps to put a little dot in there to remind you, negative 3 times x. That's what's going on there. Those two things are being multiplied together. What's the opposite of multiply by negative 3? Divide by negative 3. Not 3. Not divide by 3. Divide by negative 3. Why do I need the negative? Because there's a negative on top. There better be a negative on the bottom. Negative divided by another negative is a positive. And that'll give us positive 1x, which was what we want. We do not want negative 1x. If we put a positive 3 down there, we're going to get negative 1x. A negative divided by a positive, that's negative. I don't want negative x. So make it negative. And negative divided by negative will give you a positive. Both sides by the same thing. Now, again, you might remember this. We went over this one at a time. If you divide both sides by a negative number, divide by negatives, the sign will flip. See how it's pointing to the right? Not anymore. Not anymore. Pointing to the left now. Those negative 3's cancel each other out. It actually becomes, guys, a positive 1x. That's what it really becomes. By the way, 3 divided by a negative 3, use your calculator. 3 divided by 3 negative, you'll get negative 1 over here. But you guys, 1x is the same thing as just x. I'll take either answer. 1x is less than negative 1, or x is less than negative 1. But one of those will work. All right, let's graph it. Graphing should be no problem. Should be no problem. Go find negative 1. There it is. Put a dot there. That's an easy first step. Now look at your arrow here. It's going to the left. So my arrow up here is going to go to the left. If you put it to the right, it's wrong. See how I did that? It's going to the left. Now, do I need to close my dot in? No. It just says less than. It does not say less than or equal to. There's no line down here. If there was, we would shade it in. But there's no. So that's graphed. There's my answer, and there's my answer graphed. Now, let's do number 17. Let's do number 17, and then we'll let you try one. All right, so there's our problem. Negative 8 is greater than V for Victor minus 3. All right, so that's our problem. And what we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to flip these things around. We want our variable on the left side. It's on the right side. That's not correct. We want it on the other side. So we're going to take this thing. We're just going to swip them around, And here we go, swipe them around. I can't speak right now. All right, so let's get it right. So you can see I just flipped these things. The V minus 3 is now on the left and the negative 8 is on the right. Now I got to pay for that. It costs. That thing costs money. Well, how do I pay for it? You flip the sign. You flip the sign. It's pointing to the right, but not any longer. Now it's going to flip and go point to the other direction. All right? You can see here it flipped. Okay, now that I fixed the problem, I'll solve it. The opposite of a negative 3 or a minus 3 is a plus 3 and a plus 3. If you owe me $3, but you pay me $3, we're even. We're done. These 3's cancel each other out. V that way. Negative 8 plus 3. Use your calculator. 8 negative plus 3. Negative 5. Graph. Go find negative 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a dot. You tell me, does the arrow go left or right? Look at it. Which way is it going? It's going to the left. If it helps to put a little line in here and make an arrow out of it, it shows you. That's pointing to the left, guys. So that arrow is going to the left. My arrow up here is also going to the left. It's an open dot. There's no equal sign down here. That's graphed. All right? All right, your turn to try one of these things. I want you to try I'm going to give you a kind of a hard one. Try number 20, and then we'll see what we can do with it. All right? Number 20. Number 20 is kind of weird. I probably shouldn't give it to you, but I am. That's how mean I am. Negative 168 is greater than... All right, so this is going to have a little twist to it. So go slow. You know the rules. Fix. You got to pay for it. And then if you end up dividing by a number, you got to pay for that. I mean, that's all I'm going to give you. So give it your best shot. Try it out. All right, write the problem down. See what you can do with it. And then come back. All right, so pause. Pause. Bing. Okay, we're back. How'd you do? Did you flip it? Did you flip it? Did you put the negative 12a over here? And the negative 168 over here? That's the first thing you should have done. The variable goes on the left. It's on the right. Should go on the left. That's where you want it. You got to pay for that. Mr. Filer, I know how we pay for it. You flip this sign, right? Yeah, that's exactly right. You flip it. It's going to the right here. Now it's going to the left. Now it's pointing that way. But Mr. Filer, when I go to solve this thing, I'm going to divide by negative 12 on both sides. Not 12, negative 12. Why? Negative 12 up here. A negative 12 divided by another negative 12 is going to be a positive 1. So this becomes just a. I could put the 1 there. Fine, I will. 1a. But since I'm dividing both sides by a negative number, that costs money too. Do you remember? When you divide by a negative number, do you remember what happens to the sign? Yeah, it flips. But I already flipped it. I know, flip it again. But I already flipped it once. I know, flip it again. You see, when you divide by a negative number, you got to flip it. So, fine. Flip it. Was going to the left, now it's going to the right. 2 flips, man, that's legit. 2 flips. A flip to get the problem correct on the right side, to get that letter on the right side, and then another flip because we're dividing by a negative number. So 168 divided by 12 probably is a really nice number, but 168 divided by 12, 14, all right. Negative 168 divided by a negative 12 is a positive 14. Negative divided by negative, positive. Yeah. Go find positive 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's positive 14. I'll make it go a little bit longer here. All right. But there's positive 14. Open that. Look at my arrow. It's pointing to the right. So the arrow in my answer will also, look at this, point to the right. Arrow's pointing to the right. It just says greater than, not greater than or equal to. My hollow dot is all I need. I don't need it to be solid dot. If it said this instead, greater than or equal to, now is when I put my dot solid. But it doesn't. 2 flips on this one, guys. If you need to practice that a couple times, do it. All right, good job. And we will see you, I guess, for the next one. All right, I'm out of here. See ya. Bye.